Okay. It's just going to do that. There's always a first time. I don't know why this is crooked. Don't know why that is crooked. That should not be crooked. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. You could. Okay. I think this has started already. I think it's 45 seconds in fact. Okay. This will need to be edited. Good evening if you're in the US. My name is Rosalind Bigg, and I am a global mobility specialist, also known as a global lifestyle transition specialist. And since nobody knows what either of those things are, I am someone who helps people with expatriations, repatriations, and prepatriations. My niche is wellness. I've been an active in adventure travel for 10 years. I took a break to move my daughters and I to the Netherlands for a few years, which is where I fell into the rabbit hole, the obsession that is expatriation. As if I wasn't already obsessed with adventure travel. Just took it, a step further. I took notes. I took notes. I'm smiling because my daughter sent me a message. They know I'm going live. So so why did they send me a message right now? But everything is good. All's good. Okay. Yeah, we will definitely be editing this one. Yes, ma'am. Okay, well. Okay, well, let's start with the introduction, right? Literally the text that is in the description of this video. I am Rosalind Bigg, founder of Sweet Integrity, a unique consultancy blending travel, wellness, and expatriation support with a focus on compassion and mindfulness. Sweet Integrity is born from my passion for helping others navigate life's transitions, particularly those facing profound shifts that come with relocation, loss, or life changes. And not this is uncommon to many expatriates, but I had significant life changes before, during, and after my process of expatriation, and my daughters as well. And they've agreed to help with, they're going to come on from time to time and talk about their experience and share a different perspective. But yeah, my passion for this comes from that. And mindfulness. I developed a passion for mindfulness, really exploring what it is and why it works. It's one of those, that saying, common sense is not common. Growing up, I heard it. It made sense to me, but it also baffled me. Mindfulness falls into that category for me, where it's like, oh, it feels like it should be common sense, some of the things that we do, but it's not. We live Our life isn't necessarily conducive always unless we craft it with intention. So mindfulness practices, it requires adapting to it requires really looking within and mindfulness is it doesn't require looking in from let's not go there. Mindfulness requires being a little more still than we're just used to being in the US in particular, but in many places that I've been to visit. many places that I've come and gone. It's just very busy, and when you're busy, it's when I will speak from my own perspective. Also, it's one of those things that I prefer to do on my journey. Speak from my own perspective. I can coach, but I prefer to share my experience, and we go from there. So yeah, on along my journey, what I've seen, the profound effect that mindfulness has had, and we're seeing a lot. Well, I am seeing a lot more of it on YouTube, and the algorithm is good, but I do believe believe I've read this also, to double check, but that there is an uptick in mindfulness and the study of mindfulness. I recently, in fact, came across a neurosurgeon, black female neurosurgeon. I'll have to look up her name. I'll look up her name and put it in the comments also. But brilliant, brilliant, and I could talk. Brilliant. The things that we're learning about mindfulness and about epigenetics, and it's just where it's an exciting time to be alive, but it's a very stimulating time to be alive. And mindfulness is like the salve to the overstimulation. And I like comfort. I've always liked comfort since I was a little girl. I like comfort. I like cleanliness. I like peace. And I'm sensitive. So mindfulness is one of those things that when I was like, oh, this isn't just something I need to remember. This can be a category of things. Let me go ahead and look into this category of things that science is really starting to pay attention to. And, there is something to this. This isn't just a gut feeling, right? There's something to this human experience. And mindfulness has something to do with that. Interoception. Interoception is, once upon a time, we didn't have a word for that, and now we do. So it's an exciting time to be alive, and it's exciting time to delve into affairs of the heart and of the mind, and travel, and the interplay between all of these different these these different ways of living and thinking and healing and growing and decaying and being reborn. It's an exciting time to be alive. And it's an exciting time to travel. So marrying everything together and healing, because it's not all, rainbows and butterflies. My passion is also born of from loss. I'm very sensitive. Grief is hard. It's hard, period. It's hard, period. But in particular, I do have scars from my grief and from processing the grief, and I'm learning to heal them through mindfulness techniques also. And it's one of the things that I really want to share, because I do see that an uptick in that also, and I feel like a lot of us could use that, especially for travelers. We go, go, go. We're making big decisions, tough decisions, getting kind of bottled up sometimes. And just a little reminder, this is a little space to create a little pocket, a little reminder to take a moment, take a breath. And we can talk about travel, we can talk about the mind, we can talk about all kinds of things, but we're just going to take a breath and process and feel how we feel, and then integrate into our lives. That's the goal here in general. So, boy, did I have a whole script here that I ignored? Okay. Our mission is simple yet profound: to create a world where transitions, whether across borders or within oneself, are navigated with integrity, resilience, and peace. Our vision is to empower every client to embrace change as an opportunity for growth and healing, equipped with practical tools and a deeper understanding of themselves. Mindfulness has become my obsession. Surprise, surprise. A practice that emerged from my own journey of self discovery and healing. It's a tool that has helped me transform life's challenges and losses into moments of clarity and connection. I share this practice with my clients, offering them a path to move through life's transitions with awareness and intention. Sweet Integrity offers a range of services tailored for global mobility, including expatriation planning, relocation support, and personalized coaching in mindfulness and wellness. My goal is to support you before, during, and after your journey, helping you make choices that align with your values and needs, and that are practical, that will get you from point A to point B, the least amount of drama and stress. I invite you to connect with me, explore our community. We have a Facebook community, but I'm also building one out on our website, www.sweetintegrity.com, and discover how Sweet Integrity can support your journey. Thank you for being here, and welcome to our community of mindful travelers and global citizens. And again, I do want to encourage you, if you're coming across this, to join our Facebook group, the Global Expats and Explorers Community. I will leave a link to that as well, because we are trying to build a community of people that are interested in this type of travel, that are specifically, that have this specific intention of healing, especially in particular through that community, the community, communal connection. When you go abroad, or when we go abroad, when we come back, we're always with ourselves, but we're always in community, whether we're changing community, we're in transition and in community. And again, it can be a lot. It can be a whirlwind. There are going to be a lot going on. We are experiencing over tourism. There's a lot going on. So traveling with intention, keep and being mindful of yourself will help you be mindful of your surroundings, all that good stuff. So, and like attracts like, find it, even finding your community abroad, coming and going, that can be a bit of a challenge too, especially depending on what it is you're dealing with, and behind the scenes. So yeah, I got some resources I would like to share, and I would love for you to share your resources as well. At will, if you connect with somebody in the community, you know what I mean? Like, you vet, you connect, build, but this we have lots of opportunities to create these pockets, these pools of knowledge and healing and connection. And so I'm contributing to that space, and or at least attempt this is my attempt to contribute to that space. And I implore you, I hope that you'll join me. Thank you, and have a good night. And I will be editing this one.